so through with that.
So you can also reach us at our website at womenempoweredmn.com.
Women Empowered is for every single woman. We strive to create a sisterhood. We want to create a safe space. We want to encourage and empower one another. We just want to be the sisters that you never had. So it doesn't matter your color, it doesn't matter your culture, your race. We are Women Empowered for all women.
What services do we offer? We offer quarterly events. We even have some exciting things that we haven't even put out in the works for y'all. So we got a lot to bring, a lot.
Much more.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Love Out Loud Wednesday. Tonight, our topic is dealing with dislikes, and we have a special guest, Finesse Banks.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Welcome, Finesse.
Thank you. It's a blessing to be here.
Yes. I'm ready for this topic.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
You dealing with dislikes?
Yeah.
Dealing with them.
Who would like to start this topic?
Well, it was Veronica's idea, so I don't know if she got something in the store.
No, it just stemmed from everybody gets something or someone that they don't particularly like. And for me, being a community advocacy organization and dealing with different personalities and different people on a regular basis, I thought that it might be interesting to just talk about, how do you deal with people when you don't like them? I know sometimes at where I work at right now, in my facility, I've had staff that you can tell the people that they don't like because of the type of services they provide for them, the way they answer their questions, the way their body language looks when they even approach them. So I was thinking this needs to be addressed because sometimes people don't think that people know their inner feelings about them by the way that they treat them. They'll just say, well, she think I got a problem with her. That's because she got a problem with me, deflecting the whole narcissistic behavior. If you don't like somebody, that's okay. We're all different and it's all right to dislike a person. But even if you dislike somebody, I think that you still should have a certain level of respect for them. And you should also just treat them with love. Like, love isn't, I love you, I love who you are, I want to be around you all the time, but love is patient, love is kind. Love doesn't keep any record of wrongdoing. So it's like, as a woman and as somebody who works with people in human services, it's not about my feelings, So when I don't like someone, they'll never know it. You know what I mean? Because I have a job to do. I have a service to do. And even out of my professional role, just being a woman of God, I still have a job to do. I cannot show up and just show my stank attitude. I don't care if she see my attitude. She know I don't like her. No, that's not who I'm trying to be. That's not my character. That's not the image that I want to give off. So I just thought it might be interesting to really be transparent tonight and just really, really, really say, how do we deal with dislikes? And then how would we like to deal with dislikes? Because we all have not arrived yet. This is a journey. We're still traveling down this road. None of us have arrived. There are some people where I could just dust them off my shoulder. And then there's some people I literally got to leave the building and go pray about it. Like, Lord, now, I told you the day before I came, if she said something to me, I was gone. I know I'm not the only one. So
you are not.
Lord, Lord, we talked about this on my way to work. Are you testing me, Lord? Why? You know what I'm saying?
So for me, it's written all over my face. I don't have to say a word. I just smile and smile. It still comes off my face.
I'm stretching all your minds today. Today I'm stretching your minds.
Because look, I don't have, you just can see it. You can see it. So I'm like Veronica, I have some arrival to do, but for the most part, I don't want to be like that. I want to be able to be like, but the reality of it is some people will Some people will put you there, especially I could say workplace, for example, being a boss or a person who has been overseeing many different people over the years. I've had to learn how to control how I deal with certain individuals. I've had to have the police involved on several occasions with having to deal with certain people. Whereas I'm from Detroit, I would much rather have taken it into my own hands. Jeez, God help me. I would have much rather have taken it into my own hands, but can't operate like that as a 40-something-year-old woman. Just can't be running around here like that. But some people like to try to push your buttons on purpose, right? Just so they can come back and clap back and be like, you're supposed to be women empowered. What are you doing? Oh my God, you're not a woman of empowerment. What are you doing? No, I'm a human being, first and foremost, and you're not about to play in my face and you're not about to play with me. But at the same time, I do respect my position as a mature adult these days, and I'm not going and dragging nobody by their hair through no car windows or nothing crazy like that. And doing none of the stuff I used to do back in the days.
Oh,
I
you
am.
not? No, I'm just
That's
playing.
that
Ah,
P-Town.
no,
She
I have
Line it up. No, I'm just playing.
no, I
We
haven't.
old.
I
We got real
haven't.
money now.
I haven't had a physical altercation with a woman since 2005, so 20 years.
Praise God. Praise
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
And even then, like, I mean, a real physical altercation, probably like 22 years, but that was, so I have not arrived in that area 100%, but I can say that I know how to handle myself in situations better, but, oftentimes I cut it off. I be done. Like, I'm not even about to deal with you. And I have to remove myself from said individuals. If I don't like you, you're gonna know it, and I can't hide it. So it's like, it's best for you not to be around me. There are so many people these days that I have that the exposure, because I keep telling y'all, it's the season of exposure, and a lot of things are coming out about a lot of different people. And so when that happens, I realize that it's a shift that's necessary. And so the best thing for me to do is to stay away from people that I know that means me no good, or mean anybody any good. Because if I don't like you, most oftentimes is because you've done too much. Like, you've done too much. Like, you've just done too much. And so I'm actually being tested very soon here in the regard of being around people that I don't like, or certain individual that I don't like. And so for me to openly say that to y'all, that's letting y'all know I really don't like this individual. But I have to be in public company around this individual, and I'm going to do my best to not look like I don't want to be there. How about that? So, but after that, I won't ever have to be around that individual again. So, looking forward to it.
I want to
So
ask
that's me.
a question.
What's that?
Do y'all really think that it's people out here that y'all just really dislike, or do y'all think that there's people out here that have certain mannerisms or certain ways that they carry themselves that you dislike, and then that just wraps up the person for you, that you just
Absolutely.
feel like you just dislike the person? But if they
Depends on the
was to
person.
change,
Absolutely.
but if they was to change those mannerisms, or if they was to have some kind of self-growth, do you think then your feelings for that person would change?
It
Depends
depends.
on the person.
It
Yeah.
depends. Big time.
I'm a big person who I don't care for ghetto, belligerent, loud, all of that extra. I don't like the extra. I will look at you upside your head like, why are you acting like you could be a complete stranger. If you acting out, that instantly, like, if I see something like that, it'll be like, I can't be around that. When it comes to disliking folks though, I'm in a state of choosing to be well all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, whatever you do, I'm not gonna let it bother me. You know what I'm saying? Because I can easily remove myself. Now, I got a lot of people who don't like me, and it's okay. I'm okay with that. It's mainly, I would say, the most people that I deal with that probably have a problem with me are family. One, because I'm well educated, I'm outspoken, and I am always the person that shows up. I have a great sense of resiliency, so I bounce back very easily. And a lot of people envy that. because they don't have that same skill or tenacity to do what I do, even though that I'm like, hey, let me show you how to do it. Now I'm a know-it-all. You know what I'm saying? Or now I'm better than. And that don't even be the case. It really just be like, hey, I just want to kind of show you something different, because what you're doing is going in circles and, you know, doing the same thing, trying to get different results is nothing but insanity. So let's not do that. But I feel like dealing with people, like especially in the workplace, if they don't like me, you don't have to deal with me. You easily, we could be cordial. Hey, how you doing? Have a good day, and move on. You know, I've had where my managers didn't like me because everybody in the office liked me. And to the point where I got fired for my productivity. And once I got let go, all of my productivity got paid off. So there was people that were under me who actually took my accounts after me and got all of my bonuses because I was let go due to my manager not liking me. Because I'm a bubbly person, because I come in with a great attitude, and because I'm gonna tell you, if you're not training me right, I'm gonna tell you to your face, look, you didn't teach me that. That's just what it is. So if you don't want somebody that's gonna keep it 100 with you or blunt, because I'm very that much, like I used to have to tell my parents used to have to tell me to shut up, because I'd just be, no, I know what I'm talking about because I've studied it. I researched it, and then I tried it, and I know it works. So when I have those facts backed up, oh yeah, baby, I'm gonna tell you what it is. And just because we have two different perspectives, a lot of people don't like it. And I've come to a realization that's okay. You don't have to like me. I'm okay with that, because I'm okay with being by myself. I'm okay with working by myself. And I'm also okay with keeping you at bay, because for both of our safety, because it's not that I don't trust you, I can't trust me. And like I said, we grown. I got bail money. You know what I'm saying? So I I try to remove myself from them situations where I don't have to even deal with anybody that's going to put me in a space where I need to be combative, where I need to be out of body, where I need to be in an attitude, where I need to be in a funk, or anything like that. And a lot of the times when I see somebody in that energy, I laugh. I laugh. Why are you feeling like that? Like, for real? That's how you feel? Like, come on, man. We got to lighten up the load. And people get upset. I got, like I said, most of it's family, because that's who I deal with the most. I don't really deal with the outside world. I'm not into the community as I should be, and then the communities that I am in are really God driven. So I don't really deal with negative people. I try to really keep myself away from that. I think a lot of the times when we put ourselves in those environments, we're kind of asking for it. We're kind of asking to be tested, and they can try Jesus before they try me. That's how I'm gonna tell them. It's like, you should try him before trying
Hold
me,
on.
because
I love being in those environments, because those environments need to learn too. And I feel like every moment of our lives is a learning curve and a learning moment. And
That's why we leave those environments to you.
Those environments, I got you. And I'm
dabble a little,
and I'm just like you too, Finesse. I'm very outspoken and I'm very blunt, but I'm more of the nurturing mother type, and so it comes off a little bit different. It doesn't come off like I'm coming for your life, or I'm trying to school you or educate you in any type of way. It comes from a loving and a caring place, and I think that
I'm gonna need to learn that.
And so because I have a huge heart, and I think that a lot of people just know that if I came at you in a certain type of way, it wasn't because I was coming for you. It was because I want you to come along with me. It was coming truly from a place of, I'm loving on you. And part of me loving on you is can't leave you behind. And if I know better, I need for you to know better too. And so I think a lot of people just know, like, okay, this is how we deliver the message and how we intake the message. Those are the two most important parts,
Yeah.
All
and like what you
different.
like what I'm sorry. Like you said, how they intake. Now, what I've also learned in my 37 years, I know I'm young, but what I've also learned is people only see you in their own perspective of you.
They do.
So, like, if you got a problem with me and I ain't did nothing to you, anything I do, say, even if it's out the kindness of my heart, you're going to find a problem with it, because your perspective of me is flawed. You don't You don't even have to know me for real, or even the person I've become, and you could be holding on to a 20-year grudge and be like, well, what you did to this, so this is how
But you
you
can
are.
always
And it's like,
change that. But you can always
I
change
can
that.
I can change who I am. I can't change how people's perception of me is.
You can.
Hi,
And
Shakita.
and you're gonna hear me say, like, now that you know me, you're gonna hear me
Okay.
always say I'm gonna change and stretch your mindset, because
Okay.
I feel like I'm
Stretch it.
always here to stretch the mindset.
She always
Yes.
throws a monkey wrench
I
in
love it.
anything.
Ain't nothing
Always.
wrong with that.
Because of how we
We need challenge. We
handle
need
and deal
challenge.
with one another is the most important in communication.
Yeah.
And one would not understand how important communication is. And if I sugarcoat some stuff for you and don't
I
tell
don't
you
like sugarcoat.
how I honestly feel, it's going to be more
Mm-mm.
disrespectful than when I just come out and just tell you how I really feel about it. But then
Mm-mm.
I have time to backtrack and clean it up and tell you, like, I didn't mean it like this, girl, and this is how it came,
Mm-hmm.
and this is how
Yeah.
I meant to come, and so
Yeah.
you're going to respect it a whole lot more.
Yeah.
But then
I
also
agree.
tell you, like, to humanize yourself in those conversations. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of us, we have so much armor that we wear that it's like, I don't care how you take it. And if I say it like that, then you're going to take it however the hell you take it, and it
Yep.
just will be what it is. And us as Black women especially, we be like, well, then it is what it is.
It's gonna be a clap back for real.
and,
It's gonna be
and
a
the
real
show
clap
the
back.
show gonna start from there. And
Yep.
so humanizing ourselves, of because it don't have to even be like that. It can be like,
Yeah.
girl, like, I love you.
Yeah.
I don't know you, but I love you, from one human
Yeah.
to another.
They're
And
right.
there's no reason for me to go ahead and try to show you my muscles, because I don't have to have no muscles for you. For what? I'm not trying to go to
Right.
war with you. I'm
Right.
trying to make you my ally. Like, to
Right.
remove that armor and to let you know we ain't on no battlefield.
Right.
We sitting in the same boat together trying to survive the same journey. Like, we
Yeah.
headed in the same direction. Let me feed you because I want you to help feed me too. I need your
Right.
shoulder just like you need my shoulder. And to let each other know, like, we as women, we always is just viewing each other like we're ready for battle. And it's
Absolutely.
the craziest thing.
Absolutely.
Like, we don't need to suit up.
Yeah.
We've been
Hello,
And
suiting up
Ebony.
our entire lives.
yeah. And this is why I love Women Empowered, because you can just come in and be your authentic self and you be accepted, and even if you are having a bad day, like I think it was Eb this morning, he was like, look, listen, this how I'm feeling, y'all. Pray
And
for
it's
me.
okay.
And it's okay.
And
We
it's
like, okay,
okay.
she need 5 minutes off the line. Okay,
We
cool.
human.
We human. And that's what I love about this particular group, because there's not there you don't find that everywhere, and then, like I made in my post, it is God driven. And if we're seeking to be more like Christ every day, we're becoming less human and more God-like. Okay,
Mhm.
so that means we're more aware, we're taking accountability, we're, like I told the group today, I'm gonna restore integrity. It wasn't me, asking for forgiveness. It's because my integrity got to be intact for me to move forward and what I'm doing. And if I say this is what I'm gonna do with these women, this is what I'm going to do. And I hold myself accountable. It wasn't to kick myself down. It was me taking accountability. This is where I fell short at, y'all. Look, and then somebody like Miss Cheryl, she came out like, I've been eating donuts, cussing people out, all type of things, So it's like, it's like
She's referring
sometimes,
to the fast we doing, y'all. If y'all
for the
watching and don't
fast.
understand, we
Yeah, so
fasting.
fasting as a collective, and I fell short of the glory. But I felt that it was important, even though nobody asked for it. I felt like you said, communication is key, and in order for me to really feel like I'm standing up for this group, I feel like I have to hold myself accountable, and that's with restoring integrity. It's not that I've really lost my word with anybody, because I still show up every day, but it's still like, okay, this is what I said I was going to do for myself. You know what I
That's what I
mean?
was
And
gonna
this
say.
is
Like, the
and
purpose
this
is
is
for you.
something. Yeah, this is something I said I was going to do for myself, but I also remember that my walk is a reflection of what somebody else sees. So if I'm walking crooked, I'm like, look, I'm speaking about God, but you smell nothing but weed on me. And I'm out here cussing people out and things like that. Like, hold on, like you said, hold on, I thought you was a woman of God. I thought you was, You know,
Well,
women in
hey, you can
power.
be a woman of God and smoke some
Yeah,
weed. He made that.
he
He
did,
created that.
and
I
did,
don't smoke
and
weed,
did.
but if you do, it's your choice. Like, because you want to know what, and this is the most honest that I can say. He is a forgiving and a non-judgmental God.
He is.
So if
He
he ain't judging
definitely
you,
is.
who am I?
It's not even about judgment for me. Listen.
It
It
was
was a
a
crutch.
vice. That's why she's
It was a
fasting.
vice. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fasting it
But
because it makes me
as
eat out
long
of
as
control.
long as you know
Mm-hmm.
that's you judging you, because
Yes.
shouldn't nobody else be showing up in your realm placing
Oh
any
yeah.
kind of judgment on
Oh
you?
no, I didn't get no judgment from anybody. You know, the sisters really loved on me. They let me know that I'm not the only one, and that's what I said. I love about women empowered is because I know I'm not the only one. You know, and I know there's probably somebody who doesn't even have the heart to speak up, or you know what I mean, the mind to say, hey, I can be honest and just let it all hang out. I didn't have to say nothing to y'all. I didn't have to say anything. I could have just went about my day, but being the person that I am, I know somebody's listening and somebody needs that. Somebody needs to hear somebody be that raw, transparent that isn't ready yet. You know, so I'll be stepping out on faith with everything I say. When God said, hey,
Love that.
you need to pray. Okay, somebody, it goes silent for like minutes before somebody start praying. I'm gonna pray because I
It'd
need
be
it. You know,
crickets.
it be crickets, and I'll be like, okay, God, what are we supposed to
I'm
be
like, well,
doing?
I guess I'm praying.
You know, and then Miss Devin gotta go find her scripture because she
Right.
thinks
I'm
she ain't got
like,
the Holy Spirit yet, but she ain't asked. Listen, you gotta say, Holy Spirit, you are welcome within me. Have your way. And once you start praying out crazy things, you're gonna be like, I didn't even know I needed that. I didn't, and then
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be speaking for somebody else. You know, like today, that's what I did. When it went silent, I said, Lord, have your way, because my spirit was already stirred up. Like I was already stirred up because I was dealing with, you know, my guilt the night before, and I missed the call the night before. I didn't show up, and that also within itself for me was big because ever since I started, I've been showing up, been showing up for me, because not even just for y'all, but for me, because I need this. You know what I'm saying? But so when it went silent, I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna raise my hand. Let me pray. Because I needed that. And I'm glad I did, because a lot of us needed that prayer this morning. And so, Miss Devin, you're gonna get better. The more you just call on the Spirit, let him have his way with you, baby. Don't even worry about it. There's a lot of women who say they can't pray in this group. And I'll be like, yes, you can. All you gotta do is talk to
you
God
gotta
like a
teach
homie.
Davina. You gotta teach Davina.
So
Yes,
we
I'm
are
up on the mic. You gotta teach her.
we're in a space of being in a business where, because we are women and because we have so many different women in the world that don't they have a lot of dislikes and feelings towards one another. What is one thing, and this is a question that I'm asking all across the board, and Finesse, you've been a part of us for like what, 3.5 weeks now or so, almost a
like
month.
2 weeks. Like
Okay.
2 weeks, maybe.
It
I
was
don't know.
longer
It's
than that.
close.
Yes,
I don't know.
might
I
be a
think
little over a
Okay,
month.
well, even
pretty
as
actively.
business owners, I'm gonna ask, because we've come against some strife in this business, lots of different things. But when it comes to dislikes, what is one thing that you feel that we as women empowered bring positively to combat that in our business or in this business? What have you seen from us? Because we can be transparent about our own business, and then we'll ask Finesse
Yeah.
last.
Okay. Go ahead.
So wait, ask it again, because I
So
didn't hear.
What is
in
one
our
thing?
business,
Yeah.
right, it's easy for women to dislike one another in
Yes.
general, right, in the world. But what makes women empowered? So what is one positive thing that you know about what it is that we're doing, what we're piecing together, what we're putting together from a positive standpoint that has pretty much made that not something that happens here like that? Because we're in a good space.
I'll
We're in a
start.
really good space.
I'll start.
You
Okay,
gonna go? You're not in order.
that's
I'm
okay. She can go that way.
I'm a start.
I'm joking. Go ahead. I wasn't ready. No way.
I think what makes us different than that is we from the beginning has agreed to remove and take off our armor and be as transparent, open, and honest as possible from the beginning. We have all agreed that we were not going to be unified, but we were going to be as raw as one could possibly be while running and being part of Women Empowered.
That's awesome.
I
That's
like
good.
that.
Yeah, that was good. I can agree with that. I think from day one, we've been us. We're not trying to duplicate anyone. We're not trying to be like something we've ever seen. And we actually are loving the people that we are interacting with. Like it's coming from the heart. Like when we speak, it's just coming. Like it's not like, we're picking up some type of thing and saying, so today, you should be loving yourself and tomorrow, like it's not that. You know what I mean? Like it's
Mhm.
natural. Like it's literally us giving to other ladies what we wish we had when we were in certain sectors of our life. So that's what we bring different. Like we're bringing our experiences, our love, and our realness.
I guess it's my turn. I agree with both of you all. For me, thinking about some of the things that we've been through and some of the conversations that we had, I definitely think it's operating outside of our own feelings. We don't allow our personal feelings to get in the way or interfere with how we treat people. We don't hear people's stories and console them and then run behind closed doors and judge them and talk about them. Um, I think it's just really us operating in the spirit of God. Like because we people and flesh gets offended and we react on offense, but we have really, really taken some hits from people that were nasty. And as opposed to blasting them or talking bad about them, we have prayed for them. We have wished best for them. We have given them business pointers and ideas. And I think that shows the authenticity and the genuineness and wanting to see other women succeed when you could look past the differences and past the offenses and still give them everything that you got. So I think that's definitely what sets us apart. There's people that's even tried to do what we're doing and we'll give them the sauce. Like this is what we do. Because it's not about you taking away from us. It's about all of us about the same mission. Right. So that's what I think.
I'm going to say I agree with everything that each and every one of y'all said. And also, like with Veronica, what she just said is we have come against lots of different attacks, right? Because that's what they are. They're really attacks. How we handle those things, how we handle each individual situation that each woman is going through, becoming unified with God, right? Because that's first and foremost. Like being able to have something where everybody can come in and everybody's in different walks with their spirituality and their growth and their where they are with their relationship with God. So when we start our day for one with God and everybody's able to feel welcome and to feel like they're a part, I think that gives people more of that curiosity to want to explore more. They don't see a lot of backbiting at all, if any. That's why I said we're in a really good place now. From the beginning, we went through some things. We went through a lot of different things. And so to be where we are now, I'm grateful. I think we've learned as individuals how to deal with certain relationships and build off of the relationships with the women that are coming in. We've got a lot of amazing new women coming in. We're opening up leadership roles. Like we're really seriously expanding womanly leadership and love and development together, as opposed to sitting there tearing somebody down or getting into it with somebody or things like that. We're looking at different ways. Or if this woman wants to do this, we're like, oh, let me help you do that. How you want to do this? What you want to jump through the moon? Let me help you do that.
Right. I know
We
a
given.
guy.
I'm listening to all these things. I have a spreadsheet of everybody's goals for 2025 that I started, and I'm almost done with it because there's so many of y'all, which is great. I'm not even finished with it because there's so many people with their goals for 2025. But when I'm looking at these things, I'm like, oh, we're gonna help you do that. We're gonna help you do this. And we can help you do that. So it's not about what she wanna do that for. Why she we don't have none of that over here. And so I'm grateful, and I'm loving the growth, and I'm loving the development. And yeah, I wanted us to all just put that out there, and it's all similar. So thank you for doing that for me.
One, I can see all of y'all's perspectives shine through just being a member, and not being a part of leadership. I understand how leadership can go when it comes to dealing with different personalities. People don't be liking the way you do things and don't even have the heart to say anything to you. They gonna say it to somebody else. So I understand, and I thank God that you guys got over that hurdle. Because yes, you're right. We are doing amazing things. I believe that the reason why we are able to do those things because we are in a free forum. It isn't scripted. It isn't like Miss Devin said. It ain't like, well, okay, well, we're doing this today. No. We may come in with an agenda. But the first thing what I love the most is that we pray before anything. We make sure God is in the mix first before anything. And then we go about our conversation, then we go about our reading, then we go about, our question of the day. Even in the evenings, we be rambling, girl. I know Eb don't like that word rambling. I know, because you be checking us. But we will sit on the phone. Just the other day, we sat on the phone for 4 hours. Okay. I don't have girlfriends.
It was 5 hours.
Yeah.
Baby, I got off at 4. Okay. I had to go.
The weekend was more than that.
No, but I had to go to choir rehearsal. Otherwise, I'd have stayed in the car. But this is what I'm saying. I don't even have girlfriends I talk to for longer than 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's something about this group that draws women. Once you're in it, you don't want to get out. I'm sorry. I don't know anybody who has actually, because I know for a while I've been a part of the group, but not active. And I think I put that on one of the posts, like, this is a transparent post. Look, I always see these posts. I always see this group, but I don't participate. But today I'm going to participate. In the moment I participated, baby, y'all, Miss Cheryl had me crying. She had me crying. She had me weeping. And I'm talking about my face be done like this. And I'm just, just ugly. I'm sad in public. Now, I'm just being honest. No, any group that I've ever associated myself with outside of church that I can have that kind of freedom and just be my authentic, raw self. Even when I'm trying to present myself in a certain way, when it comes to certain people, dynamics of area, people, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I'm in a professional setting. I want to present myself in a professional manner. You know what I'm saying? But here it's like, hey, look, nigga, this is who I am. This is where I'm at. This is where I've been. Just, and somebody that is familiar with that. You know what I'm saying? It's so welcoming to be in a space where there is no backbiting. There is no nitpicking. There is no, first of all, we don't cut each other off. Oh, that right there alone can, nip a whole lot in the bud when you're actually able to just say what you need to say and get it out instead of being cut off and interrupted all the time or interjected. Like, that is such a beautiful feeling as a woman, because we get that in the world all the time, because a lot of the times our opinions aren't valued. A lot of the times how we feel isn't valued, and we're already pouring out so much of ourselves that we're not being poured into. So it's a blessing to come in every morning and get poured into, and then go through your day. And even if you had a hard day, you can come in at the nighttime and get poured back into before you go into the night, go to your rest, and then wake up in the morning excited to do it again. So I thank you, ladies, for staying the course, for staying in alignment, and allowing God to remove every single person that don't need to be here on God's accord and not your own. And I thank you for praying for those people, because guess what? When they see us go global in 2025,
global.
When they see us go global in 2025, I'm gonna keep speaking that, because I believe exactly what your goal is gonna be real. I believe in speaking things as if it is. While we're global 2025, Some women are gonna have no other choice but to come back mindset with a
They already doubling back.
See what I'm
They
saying? They're
already
gonna come
are.
They
back with a
already
different
doubling back.
mindset. And
They
guess
spinning the
what?
block. They be pulling up, sitting outside our house, trying to hear what we got going on. Y'all can still come in.
Oh, y'all sitting
And
nice
they
over
and they
here?
are welcome. And they are welcome.
They
You
are
are
welcome.
welcome.
And
Yeah,
that's the
I'm just
beauty
stirring
They
the
of
can
it.
pot.
still come
They
in.
know I love them.
That's like us when we go astray from God. Different. Because see, when
Yes.
you operating in alignment, it don't matter. You know what? How you treat me is how you feel about yourself. I can't do nothing about that. You projecting, okay, that's cool.
That
But guess
part.
what? I'm gonna love on you and I'm gonna pray for you. And I pray that God meets you where you at right now. And I'm gonna be right here when you need me. That's all we need. Because
Yep.
as especially women of color, okay.
Yep.
I ain't in no competition with nobody. Y'all doing a podcast. I said, man, I'm trying to do a podcast too. Let me get on this
Come
podcast and
on.
find out how to do it.
Yep. And what we
And what
say?
did we
Because that's
say?
Come on
You're
here.
gonna
come
do
on,
one.
come
You're
on,
gonna do
come
one,
on.
and then you're gonna have us on yours because that's how we got to do it. You got to
Exactly.
be like that. You can't be like, what is she doing?
First of all, I see
We have
things.
to stop saying we all can't go, and we have to figure out a way where we all can go.
It's enough
Definitely.
space.
We just got to know
It's
our
room.
place. Not everybody could be the hand. Not everybody could be the foot. Not everybody could be the mouth. Not everybody could be the nose. Everybody got
That
different
part.
skills. And if you got the same skill or same interest as I do, let's sharpen our skills together. Because you might know something I don't know. Like Ms.
But
Devin
then that
said,
just means that we need multiple platforms
Yeah.
because we
absolutely.
shouldn't all be on the same spot doing the same thing because we could reach more
We
people
gotta
by
elevate
doing
it. We
multiple
gotta
Yep.
different
elevate
things.
it. Absolutely. Absolutely. So when the real initiative my podcast is gonna be called the War Room, and the War is an acronym for Women
The
After
what?
Righteousness.
The
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 war
what?
War.
room.
So we
Yes.
got a podcast we need to get on because that's what the next.
That's the
Yes.
next
Okay.
movie we supposed to be watching. So you're going to be on that
Okay.
too?
I mean, and you know what? It's funny because the movie is where I got the idea from. Because I watched the movie with my dad,
And it
and
was
I was
so
like,
good.
"Dang, Dad, this
Yeah.
was so good." He was like, "Man, I knew you would like it." And so when I love acronyms, I love acronyms because they just give me so much more meaning. I don't know why, but WAR is Women After Righteousness. And
Yeah.
it's a transition from us trusting in God, coming from the world and trusting in God. So I want to have those conversations. What does our roles look like in the Bible? What does our roles as women look like in our marriages? I've never been married, but somebody that has been married multiple times can tell me about marriage. I can't sit up here and tell you about marriage. I don't know about a courtship. I'm
I
working
Yep.
on
just
it,
said
you
that.
know.
Right.
So it's certain things in certain areas as women that we face every single day. And I mean, we in a war room every morning.
Yep.
Every morning we in the war room
Yeah.
because everybody's bringing their battles to the floor, and we're all praying off of them. You know what I mean? So necessity. I came up with the Real Initiative because people need to learn how to take that leap for God. And that's what the Real Initiative is about. The acronym stands for Reaching Extraordinary Aptitude of Life. You know,
Okay.
so it's like, yes, I love acronyms.
I
I
love
love
that.
acronyms, but it has
I
more meaning
like
to it.
that.
Yes. So that's the workshop that I'm going to be launching. I can't wait. I want to present it to you guys so we can offer it to the ladies. That's what I was saying. Like, how do I get my services in the mix?
Yes.
You know, because this is something that women who, like the woman I just met yesterday, who is struggling in the world, who don't know how to take that real initiative, because that initiative is real. Okay.
It is.
It's not easy. It's real. And some people don't know how to unlock their powers within God. You know, they don't even
Come
know what
on.
powers they got.
Come
But the
on.
real initiative is going to show you what powers you got and how to unlock them. So
That's right.
I'm
And stop
excited.
living in dislike. We got to
And
stop
stop.
living in dislike and discord and just
Yes.
the ugliness with one
Yes.
another, you know.
Yes. I'm
We
blessed. I
gotta
don't have to deal with
we
that.
have to
I'll
be
be ready
okay
to see
with
y'all.
taking off our armor and
Yes.
Yes.
getting down to our bare
Yes.
minimum and being able to
Yes.
present ourselves to each other just like that.
Yes.
Like if I know that I'm coming and I'm coming to have a conversation with you, and I know that you're showing up and that you are unable to take off your armor because that you are so used to it and you are blinded by it. I have to be able to be the bigger person by taking off my armor and coming.
Yeah.
Just who I
Absolutely.
am. So then you know that I'm
Absolutely.
not ready for war. So then
Yeah.
you're looking like, okay, well then what am I ready for? If she's not
Mhm.
ready for war, then what am I doing? And
Yeah.
being able to reflect at that time.
Yeah. For
Because if
sure.
I'm
And
not ready for war and you are, then
yeah.
how can you even fight?
Right.
There's no
And
fight to be fought.
I like how you said take off your armor, as far as a defense mechanism
Yeah.
amongst each other. But it's important and imperative that we teach women how to put on the armor of God. And I love that this group does that every day. You don't have to walk it by yourself. I tell people all the time, you don't have to do it by yourself. Girl, get in this group. I be bragging. Y'all don't understand. I done told every single woman in my class, I invited you to this group. You better join. Come on with the prayer line. You need to be involved.
They've been coming.
I know they have. That's why I be like, welcome. But I pray that God blesses us with a platform so big that we can host all of them at one time. We ain't got to worry about, we got to put people out the group. We ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? We don't got to worry about that. Yeah. And let me tell you something, though, because there are some people that are very stagnant in they walk and they're not showing up. And that ain't your fault. So y'all got to move accordingly. And at the end of the day, yes, we feel bad. But if you were showing up every day, everybody else is showing up, baby, you would not miss a beat.
And let's be clear, they're not out of the group. They're out of the chat.
Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, no, you're right.
Just so if someone's watching this and they have no idea what we're talking about, we have a prayer chat on Messenger that only allows us to have 49 or 48 people in the chat to be able to do a video call or a video. And we do prayer line every morning through that Messenger. So if the main line is clogged up, we have
you better
to
call on Jesus
people
because we there.
Which I will happily say, prayer line is averaging between 17 and 25 women every morning. Come on.
Yeah.
Every morning, 17 to 25 women. This time last year, we were averaging 8 to 10 women. So there's definitely a growth happening.
Yes. That's because y'all in alignment, and I applaud you, ladies. Y'all are in alignment, and I could see it. I saw it before I even got involved, and that's why I was like, "Dang, why am I not?" You know what I mean? I started questioning myself, like, "Why are you not?" And I'm sitting over here praying, "God, please send me my tribe, Lord. Send me my team, Father." God,
well, here you go. Here's the tribe.
The whole time, the tribe been in my back pocket. I just say, you know what I'm saying? So I had to start. And then also another thing, what it was too, I had to remove people out the way so that I can see what I needed to see, so that I know where I needed to be at. Because I'd be dealing with women, and there's some people that I'd invited to the group, and they got excuses why they're not in it. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Well,
it ain't for you then, I guess.
I'm gonna pray for you. And then
it's not their time yet. It's not that it's not for it. It's not their time yet.
And I was just gonna correct that. Not that it's not for them in general, but at the moment they're not ready for it. Let me correct that. Because I be coming off a little too strong sometimes. So let me say my dealing with dislikes, because I ain't get to say that yet.
Yeah, say that part.
So my personality is always kind of just in between. So I could turn up a little bit if I need to, or I could turn it down. So I'm not really like Eb used to be dragging the girls through. I didn't used to do all of that.
I did too, Eb. I'm straight north.
I didn't used to do all of that, but I mean,
I stump them out and everything. I used to. I'm better now, Lord.
She's better now. She's
busting them up with skates.
She's delivered
fire extinguishers, whatever was in my path. Just boom.
But no, the way that I deal with it, while y'all talking about violence, this is a non-violent group.
We're talking about our own self.
This is a safe space.
Women in Power does not condone that. Look, we gotta start saying that. We do not condone.
We do, because even the Lord does when necessary. The Lord does when necessary.
You're right.
Disclaimer in the chat.
But no, I'm one of them. How do I say? I'm still getting worked on, right? I'm kind of short-tempered, but I'm not a violent person, if that makes sense. Like I know how to be very assertive in things that I stand on, and I don't dislike people. Someone has to really do something to me for me not to dislike them. Like my older children's fathers, I dislike them. I can say that. I can say that I dislike them, but that's because of the way that they are. If they were able to fix the way they are, like Finesse said, if they were able to, fix attributes about themselves and be better fathers, then maybe I would like them. But they've never shown that. So I could say that's someone I don't like. But as far as like another sister or a lady that I don't know, there's no way I could not like someone, especially if I don't know them. I'm not one of them people to prejudge people. Like I'm a very open-minded person, and you know, I I don't know. I don't get bothered often. I'm always cracking a joke. I'm laughing. Like Finesse said, I might laugh if somebody's like trying to say something because I'm confused on like what are we even arguing about? Like what is happening right now?
Right. Like, are you serious?
Like
It
what
ain't even that serious.
happened?
Where did
Girl,
we go
your hair is
wrong?
cute. What's
Can we
going
backtrack?
on? But yeah, I don't know. I'm just life is too short to be hung up on like dislikes of things. So it's like you gotta just enjoy each moment we have. Hey, Miss Cheryl, we love you.
Hey, Miss Sharon, we was just talking about you.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, time is wasted when we disliking things. It's about finding the things we love and like and doing more of that. So that's me all 2025 is
Well,
finding the
and,
things that I love and like and doing more.
and y'all got to be careful with it because, you know, God could be a little silly sometimes. And the things that you walking around here talking about you dislike, he going to bring around you a lot more often for you to have nothing
Listen,
but
to
like
deal
it.
with it.
You
Uh,
got to be able to discern if that's God or the enemy.
Devin used to have a couple friends that I so-called myself disliking, and
She
I
didn't
like
like
them now.
nobody.
I like them now.
You know, I've kind of grown into a space when I know somebody got a problem with me. I want to have a conversation. Like I want to communicate it. I want to talk. I tell people I look forward to getting on the other side of the problem because that's where growth is, right? And sometimes people don't know how to effectively communicate,
They
Very
don't.
and so
true.
we
They
can't
don't.
They will
they
end a
can't
friendship without communicating that they were going to even do the above.
like, what is the problem? You don't even know what I was going through for you to have a problem with me. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, you might be holding a grudge because I didn't show up for you, but you don't even know I was down in the dumps. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know because you didn't ask or you didn't, partake in what I got going on, which is lack of reciprocation. Because
See,
if I'm
I'm super
showing up,
pushy like that though. I've been
yeah,
done showed up at your door like Finesse. Look, we gonna talk. I
and
know
I
you
need
don't
friends
want
like
to.
that.
Yeah, I
I
know
need
you
friends
don't want
like
to,
that.
but we going
I
to. Like,
desire
and if
friends
you
She's
like
still
definitely
that.
like
feel like
that. If
you
you
don't,
got your address, she pulling up.
yeah, and if you still feel like you don't like me after that, then that's on you. It's not on me. But we gonna talk, and
Exactly.
I'm gonna
I
sit
love
here
that.
until you come out and talk, and I'm gonna get on your damn nerves until you come out
And
here
I'm
and
gonna
talk.
blow you up. And I'm one of those people too. I'm gonna blow. Okay, you said what? Hold on. First of all, I heard through the
Yeah.
grapevine that you got a problem.
Hmm.
Okay, because you didn't bring it to me. You brought it to other people. Because that's what a
Yeah.
lot of women do. They don't bring it to the source. They go talking to
Yep.
this person and this person, and then they got the other opinions of other folks on how to handle the situation,
Yeah.
and it just becomes unhealthy. So I appreciate people
I'll
like
pull
you.
up, and
Yeah,
it won't even be on. I want to fight you. I'm pulling up
Right.
because
love game strong too. And
somewhere there was miscommunication, or somewhere you got this misconstrued because I don't got that in my body.
Right.
You you must have thought something different than what it was, and so let's talk about it. And you're gonna talk because we're
And if
gonna
you want to still be mad, that's on
that's
that's
on
you.
on
you.
you.
You
But
mad.
we're
Yeah.
gonna
Right,
talk
right,
about it. And by
Yeah.
the time I leave, you're gonna be like that motherfucking Davina. Right.
right.
Yep.
You gonna love me afterwards. Trust
Hmm.
me, because you ain't gonna have no choice. You ain't
Yep.
gonna, because all I'm
Yeah.
gonna do is show you love. I love when somebody show that they got a problem with me because I love to love on them. Because it's like, dang, you must need a hug today.
Yep.
You need a prayer.
Yep.
Dang, what you need? You want to go get something to eat? Are you
I
hungry?
always have
I'm one
people
of those
laughing when
people.
I'm done talking to
Who
them.
bothering you? The reason you coming for
So
me?
you was mad at me? Come
Exactly.
here,
Uh-huh.
girl.
I'm gonna lay you back down and try it again because I ain't the
Right.
one. Just
Yeah.
just try it again because baby, I ain't did nothing to you. And if I did do something to you, let me know. If I
Yeah.
did do something to offend you,
And
let me know so I
and
can
I'm
correct
grown enough
myself.
to apologize. Yep.
Yes,
There
and I
are
take
some people in this
Exactly.
world. There are some people in this world, though, and honestly, like for me right now, there are no women, and there's not women in my path that I dislike at all. Like I don't have a woman right now in my path that I can tell you that I dislike. They may feel differently. That's not my problem. I've tried to make amends in any area of my life where, it was an issue. But I do have a profound dislike for people who mistreat other people. And right now, just in my realm, I've seen a lot of mistreatment from the opposite sex. And so I have developed feelings of dislike and discord for many of those things. And I'm not about to just be around anybody just because I don't like how they treat other people. But
protect your peace.
Yeah, I have to. And not only that, but we got to think about that too. Like sometimes, because is it really dislike, or is it really you just know that they're just not a person that you want to have in your.
That might be just your protection mode coming on.
Yeah, exactly.
You might need to act on that. And I'm not saying a physical act on that. You might need to act on that if that's what that is causing you any deception in your life. If you start to see a pattern of that might just be the universe telling you that either the woman you need to be doing some work with, or even the guy. Like if you see guys that are out constantly mistreating women, a lot of these guys out here don't have a lot of the tools either.
Yep.
We talking about how we don't have
certain people get that treatment and certain people don't.
But guys also don't have these tools, and guys also show up with all this damn armor on that they need stripping of.
True, very true. But there's and then there's that one, them rare instances.
Certain people,
right?
Yeah,
you feel me?
But so then how you work with that, Eb, is we build that woman up to where she can strip that dude down.
Baby, it's already in the works. All of them. Come on over.
We build her up to where she can go home and she can strip him naked of all of his armor and go on and get him to God. Like
we already got it. We already got it. We good. When women empowered already got it.
Me a woman up, especially when a dude thinks that she's weak. Like, man, I will make her strong, quick, fast, in a hurry. He'll be like, "Who did I wake up with?" Like,
and that is how God is using what we're doing, truthfully, in all areas, right? Because we're all getting built up from many different things that we've gone through. We got people getting sober.
It's marvelous.
I don't even know.
It's extraordinary.
It is.
Sometimes even in the situations though, look, you could be like, I could be a weak woman, right? And I could be at home and I could have a significant other that just don't even like the fact that I'm weak. And so he is emotionally or verbally abusing me, right? Then I could have my sisterhood that just built me up to where I'm just not even having it anymore. Come to find out, whole time he had all of this raggedy armor that he had on, and he didn't have no tools in his toolbox. And instead of me doing what the normal woman would do and beat him down, I was able to circle back around and I was to uplift him. Sometimes those can be beautiful things.
Oh yeah, sometimes they can be. I agree.
Eye-opening moments when we could teach these men that your toolbox was more emptier than mine's, and you had the nerve and the audacity. But now when you thought you didn't need me, you come back around and you figured out that you really did need me. Mm-hmm. Because they always say, the one that loves the most has the least power.
But she's giving it away.
That really even look like?
She's giving it away.
Woo. Man, what does that even look like? And so, yes. And so when we take that power back,
yeah,
and we leave a person to be guessing, doesn't mean that I love you any less. It just means that now I've given it to God.
And I gotta go right now.
That just kind of remind me of how I've cut somebody off that I've been dealing with for 15 plus years, and I have that intimate relationship with, seeing him was like, my heart dropped. I was like, but I also realized that he's not putting himself in a position to even seek me the way I need him to seek me. that I require at this time. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just an easy phase anymore. No, you're gonna have to seek God to get to me, baby. Now I've changed. You know what I'm saying? My decision making for myself has changed. It's not about you, it's about me. And in that moment, I was empowered. When I cut him off without saying anything, I was empowered. But when he showed up, I was kind of scared. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of scared, because it was like, how do I react? Am I gonna fall back into this trap? Because I know it's a trap, because I've been in it.
You just
And
keep
then I've
praying.
been stuck in it.
You
And
just
but
keep
when
praying.
when I walked away and I left that man standing there, I let him know then in that, right in that moment, that there's nothing you can do to change my mind unless you seek God first. If you seek God, he's like, look, I'm coming to church. I need to see you after church. Let's go talk about it. Let's go pray, whatever. If that's the kind of language you bringing up to the table, we might have some time to be able to fester that relationship. But until then, it's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for me. And although I want to help you unpack these things, because I don't know where, where your trauma lies, the where you're like this, or where you are choosing to be, and how you show up. But I don't have one. I'm trying to unpack my own stuff, so I don't have the time, the energy, the fortitude, the mental capacity to do that with you right now. Maybe once I'm fully recovered and healed and dealt with what I got to deal with, and God has given me the tools, the strength to deal with, pouring my cup again to someone else. Because that's what we're doing right now. We're pouring into ourselves with this fast.
Yep.
We're pouring into ourselves, showing up for every day prayer line. And we're pouring into our own cups, because we're so used to bringing our Kool-Aid pitcher, like, here you go, 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 here you go. And then when we get to the house, all we got is ice at the bottom of our pitcher.
Right, little drops.
And then got the nerve to put it back in the refrigerator, like there's something in there. So I feel like our men, we gotta pray for our men. I believe, like, we should take, and this is just the idea. I'm being in Africa right now. We should take an event where we invite men to come, where we serve them, and we also pray for them and show them that they have purpose in the kingdom. They have
I like
purpose in the
that.
kingdom.
I love that.
You heard
love
that
that.
one
Without
yet?
them,
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
hold on, wait.
You
Put
gotta
it in
make
our
it happen.
chat.
You gotta make it happen.
Put it in our chat.
I gotta write it down first. Hold on, let me write
That
that
was
down.
good. I like
That
that.
So like a subservient event.
Yeah.
Especially like Father's Day. I've always wanted to do a Father's Day event where I would cook for them. They would be able to come, have a social hour where they can watch the game.
I
They can do
love
stuff like that.
that. With my
And
heart.
they can just be themselves, and we have women that will serve them, and then we'll have a conversation, a real raw conversation, because at the end of the day, if they don't know their purpose and place in the kingdom.
Come on.
Put it in the chat.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
I
All
do.
right.
Right, you're giving everybody the idea. Stop talking.
And before we know it, next week it's gonna be a flyer. Somebody
Right,
gonna
we
be.
gotta put it black and white
Matter of
before
fact,
someone
we
else.
creating ours tonight.
One thing that I did want to say though about
Yes.
just that topic real quick is that as you heal, because you never get healed, you may overcome something,
The
and you may
healing.
recover from something, but there's still pieces of us that's going to remain broken, right? But my point is, as we heal as women, like Finesse was saying, you get more empowered, you raise your value, so you stop being attracted to the very things that you were attracted to when you were broken. That's not to say that you can't have a man that has his quote unquote armor on or anything like that, but there's still a limit and a boundary to what you're going to accept. Like, I did the work that I needed to do to become this woman that I am today. I think it would be not in the best interest of any woman to do all that work on themselves to get to this place just to go back to something that has broken them before. Those traits, those habits, that thing that looks familiar, right? I get our men need it, right? I have a son and I raised him as a woman with his dad off and on. So I'm very aware that, Black men need a certain level of love, and I'm all for it. I treat my man like a king. I speak things into him. I pray over him, right? But to say, there's grace, but then there's also being taken advantage of. Like Finesse said, you have to take care of yourself, because once again, if you were once broken, you're not all the way healed. So you're just a step between being broke back down as well. So you have to get somebody that's good for your health too. You can't just always give, and then now you deplete it and you looking at him like, well, dang, he wasn't ready, right? Or maybe he needed more. Come on now. So I just want, yeah. So I'm just saying that, yes, I'm all with this. I love this event you're talking about. I think men need to be served. They need to realize that they are kings, because if they could raise their value, they could begin to act like kings and treat themselves like kings. So maybe us as Black women could stop talking down on them just because their life doesn't look like a way what we think it should look like, right? We still need to love them and nurture them and care for them. And maybe they will rise to the calling that God has put on their life because they will realize their value. So I just wanted to share that.
I love that.
Write that down. Write that
I
down.
do.
It's written.
I do. I love that too. And no, I believe that I don't want anybody to ever think that we need to discard or get rid of any of our armor, because I just had the healing 101, and that was on understanding our armor and why it is that it's important, because armor is something that we are always going to need, but we need to know when it is important to have it, when it is important to utilize it. It's not, we don't need to have our armor on at all times for every situation and every scenario, every aspect of life. Like, there is times that we do need to take it off, and there is times that we need to suit up, and there's portions of it that we need at all times, and there's portions of what we don't need. So we all have different layers that we utilize, and we need to be able to, as individuals, figure out what parts of those suits us in what areas of life, when it's good and appropriate, and when it's important to utilize those pieces, because we don't need to walk around with all of it all the time.
Yeah, and like Veronica said, we got to have our boundaries. And a lot of us don't host or hold healthy boundaries. We think we do, but no, because we're quick to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna set myself aside to go make sure you straight. Knowing that it isn't beneficial for you in this moment. Like Mama Cheryl said, we can't carry the weight for everybody else, so we have nothing for ourselves. So I feel like, and it's true, the more we pour into ourselves, the more we elevate our own lives, the more value we bring to our community, to our relationships, to our families, to our children. So I think why Women Empowered is about to be global. Let me take that back. The reason why Women Empowered is global is because we are holding that space for women to do just that. Pour into themselves so that they can go back into the world and say, hey, this is what I learned about God today. This is my test. Because I'm a talkative person, but I don't tell my testimony all the time. You know what I'm saying? But for me to meet a stranger who looks nothing like me, we come from different backgrounds, but we had so many similarities. We're daddy girls. You know what I mean? Our moms were, we're very hard relationships with our moms. We had different backgrounds. We had very much similarities. And because I was able to be transparent in that moment with her about who I was and what I've been through, we were able to connect. And so me pouring into her like that was also pouring into me and affirming me that I've overcome a lot, and that I can also reach out to people and touch them in a way that can lead them back to God. So but I had a boundary. And I overstepped my boundary. You know what I mean? And I dealt with it on my own accord. I didn't put it off on her. Like, it's not your problem that I made this decision. I don't want you to feel like what you do is a bad influence on me because I made that choice. But at the end of the day, when we start to stand on that boundary, then people get to see us in a whole nother light. It's like, dang, you know what? She's firm on that. Like, she said she wasn't going to drink or smoke no more, and she is serious. She could stand in a room and not even think to, you know what I mean? Like, it's a different type of you're able to do when your cup is full. and overflowing. Even when you feel like you're halfway full, you're able to really just like see it for what it is when you have that boundary in place. Like, you know what? Look, I need a mental health day. Period. I'm gonna turn my phone off. I know you might need me. I know we had plans, but
Yeah.
I can't do it today. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You can feel some type of way. We'll talk about it tomorrow. I don't have it today. And we have to show up for ourselves that way because we don't. As women, we don't. We really don't. We don't say we do not put ourselves in the, especially when we're moms, when we're mothers. Let me tell you something. We will go without our hair done, our feet done, all type of things to make sure our kids just look an inkling of somebody loves them. You know what I'm saying? Just an inkling. It don't even have to be a whole lot, but just for our kids to look that somebody loves them, we will go without. And that's why I feel like women empowered. We're about to teach women how to pour into themselves so much that it's going to change the world. And I believe that. I believe it. I'm so.
We're about to start to learn that we don't even need to pour from our actual cup. That God actually provided us all
The
with
overflow.
with an extra overflow.
That
And that's
overflow.
where he's
That's right.
pouring from.
That's right.
Well, it sounds like you plan on hanging out with us for a little while.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's joining the
Oh,
team. We can say that. She's
Alright.
joining the
Yeah,
team.
we can. That's what I was alluding to. Go. Yeah.
I'm here. I'm part of We Global. You see what I posted? We Global 2025.
Locked in.
No, I didn't see what we posted. What we?
Oh yeah, I forgot you ain't on Facebook. Good.
You got screenshotted.
Well, finesse. Since you already watched it, and we have it coming up, I'm gonna invite you to come on and do War Room with us.
Yeah, Cocos and combos. So we do that
That'd
for
be great.
Sunday. Yep.
We do our cocos and combos.
I
and
had
our
to be
cocos
after
and
church
combos.
though, because she do church.
When is it?
Or we can
So we don't have
pre-record
to
it.
do it
We'll
on a
talk.
Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
talk.
talk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all let me know because I will pull up. I'll pull up getting strong. It really is. That's why I was like, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm gonna be late because I gotta go get. Look, sis gave me a whole grocery list. I was like, well, I only got 2 things, but I'll go to the store and use these stamps and get what you need, what you need. Because at the end of the day, if I feel like this, if my people is good, I'm good. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I always feel that way, and sometimes I be needing help. You get what I'm saying? And if I need help and I don't help, and if I don't give it back to you, then when I need help again, I can't come to you. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? So I operate like that. I really do. My dad taught me very well when it comes to that. You don't operate with a closed hand because you just never know. You just never know. You could be, God will take it away. He will snatch it up in a
Yeah.
heartbeat, and then you be like, oh my God, I have nobody to lean
Yep.
on because you done did everybody dirty.
Yep.
You know, you done took from them, and never poured back, and now you expect no, not gonna happen. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna show up. Invite me.
But part of that overflow is you're only supposed to give what you are able to give.
That is right. That is right.
Yeah.
So
We're over time, y'all.
a lot of
We
us
are
give
overtime.
that we don't have.
That's because it's good.
Yep. We gotta stop giving what we ain't got. So just a couple takeaways before we wrap up. Finesse is part of the team. We are building a team. So if anyone wants to join the team, we do need some people to help out with promotions, to help out with podcasts, volunteering, anything you think you could help bring to Women Empowered, let us know. You could email us, you could message us, however, to reach out. We're building a team. This is the dream team, y'all. Be part of the dream team. Because we about to be global for real.
That's right. No, we are.
For real.
We are.
We are. I'm sorry. We're claiming that. We are. We are
real,
global.
for real.
With all the overflow.
With all the overflow.
What we have coming up here this weekend, we are doing our first youth event, which will be facilitated by our new youth coordinator. She's not on, but Africa is our new youth coordinator. She's part of the team too. Told y'all we're building a team. So if you have not signed up your youth, it'll be girls from ages 11 through 15 on Saturday. Please reach out to us because that's going to be an amazing event. And then on the 18th, we are doing dinner. So if y'all want to have dinner with us, let us know. We'll put you on the list. We will be having dinner on the 18th at 7 p.m. And then on the 25th, we'll be doing a release it event that'll be online. So anybody who's watching or watching this recording later, if you want to join us, we'll be online. We'll be having that release it event. You just need to get a jar and some paper, and be ready to get online and release some things. So that's what that'll be on the 25th. And then so much more stuff to come. We're getting our calendar ready for the rest of the year. So we have so much in store for y'all. Anything y'all want to let anybody know, we have our prayer line every single morning. So if you are not in the Women Empowered Women's Group, please join in. We post the actual link for that every day. So if you have not seen that, just look. It'll be the same exact link. We do that every morning around 7 a.m. Or a little bit later around that time sometimes. And then we have the weekend prayer line, which is evenings, and that is done by Alessandra. So we have someone doing that, and she's on the team as well. We got a lot of people on the team, y'all. So just
We also have Healing 101 tomorrow.
Healing 101 is tomorrow with Miss Davina, and that is at 7 p.m.
6:30 p.m.
6:30 p.m. And that's Healing 101. That is just an open forum. So if you want to come, just need someone to talk to. She has her lesson plan, but then, it is an open forum. And then we are also doing Recovery 101, which is a full class this time. That'll be every 6 weeks. We'll have a new class for Recovery 101. That's on Thursdays as well. So just wanted to let y'all know we busy. We working. We doing our thing. So if you didn't know about Women Empowered yet, I hope y'all know now and get in tune. Get in tune because we global. But we're going to let y'all go. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And if you're watching this recording later, share it. Share it with somebody. I know somebody going to like to watch this because we hilarious.
Can I talk about the memberships?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So we will be starting doing a monthly membership. That'll be rolling out the 1st of February. That is in regards to, you could either do the yearly payment at a discounted rate, or you could do the monthly installments, and that will be a tiered membership. That pays for any events we have, any classes we have, anything that we have going on for Women Empowered. That is part of that membership. So if you're a vendor, if you wanted to have a slot at one of our events, that will be included in the platinum package. So I don't have the actual descriptions of what each package it is, but it is gold, silver, and platinum. Platinum gives you everything. So if you are interested in it, we will have more information. It is in the page. It is in the group. We'll be posting a lot more about that as well. So just ask us. If there's questions, please let us know. We'll be creating a frequently asked questions for, the questions we've noticed that a lot of people keep asking, just so people are aware of what's going on. So we're going global. So we're trying to get it in here right so we can be helping more ladies everywhere. So get with us.
I just have one thing to say. You can also go to the website and find that information too. And then also we do have a healing journal that we published in October that is on the website and available for purchase as well. So make sure you grab your healing journal from all of the ladies all of us in Women Empowered. Because I know I actually just saw it in there. No, I'm super excited that it was in there. So I saw that book on there. So you can go on the website now and purchase the book. And I think, can you go on there and see the memberships too?
Not yet.
Soon. Okay. Well,
it'll be on there before the weekend.
It'll be before 2/1. How about that?
Yeah, before the 1st of February, that information will be online. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Stephanie, have a good night. Thank you for watching. Yeah, we love y'all. Thank you for watching.
Have a good night.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.